How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the inaugural episode of Sports Day Thursday, coming to you live on not Facebook, but Team Fitted, YouTube. How's it going, Big Rob? What up? Nice to see you here. It's cool to be on YouTube. Cool that people outside Team Fitted can experience this cool thing that we're doing here. Thanks, Brett. We got the Jackson Generals going on. It'll tie into my show, kind of. Tonight, I decided to do like a little intro about myself, kind of again for the people who are just seeing this for the first time, or may not know who I am. And then I'm definitely gonna do a Arizona themed show since that's kind of where I'm based out of right now. It's a whole new world. Shout out to Aladdin. Yeah. I'm glad that this format's kind of similar. Very good to see. I'm gonna check one thing real quick. No, I can't. All right, just checking thing. What up, Leon? So I'm gonna go about some about me stuff, that kind of thing, and then I'll get into Arizona themed stuff. I'm not gonna do any Arizona themed minor league affiliates besides this one. That would just take too long. For some reason, even though I am a Royals fan and Kansas City sports fan, I think I have more Arizona related hats because I live here. So that's just kind of how it worked out. But yeah, fit of the night, got the Jackson Generals, double A affiliate of the D-backs, I believe. I think they used to be the Mariners, but this year they switched over to the D-backs this year or last year, something like that. Got a little baseballism, swinging cacti. So yeah, we'll get right into it. So basically, I told you a little bit about me. I'm based in Arizona, originally from California, now here in Arizona going to school. And but I'm a big Kansas City sports fan, Royals, Chiefs. Those are my teams, unfortunately. And then for hockey, I'm a Ducks fan. That's kind of the SoCal part of me that stuck. But living in Arizona, kind of picked up a lot of Arizona, like kind of, I don't know, they've kind of been an Arizona bandwagon fan. For D-back Suns, not the Cardinals so much, not the hockey team, Coyotes so much, but that's just kind of what happened. Got out here, NL opposite division or opposite league, and decided to pick up some hats whenever I ran into them. So we'll get started off with the hat part designed by the man in the comments below, and Paul Harris. I don't know if you're here, but we got the Sports Day Thursday official. I guess the official on-camera hat of Sports Day Thursday. Got the TFTV side patch where the caps are. Shout out to Leon and Paul for helping me out, or helping create this reality of these hats. If I think Leon's selling them still, I don't know. You'd have to hit up Leon and ask him about it. Leon Chen. We are doing runs of these if you are interested. All the shows have their own. So this is awesome. Love this hat. Love that it's Royals themed. The script, kind of like their old BP. I don't know if it's backwards or not. I don't think so. But old BP style script up there. So pretty awesome. Pretty awesome to see it happen. Working on getting a blue one. That'll eventually come. But yeah, so keep going about me. I'm a big on-field collector. I love minor league on-fields, major league on-field. I love, and then I love the random custom stuff. I really like a lot of stuff. I need to file backwards. Okay, maybe when it's not live, it won't be backwards. But it says Sports Days for anyone who isn't dyslexic. But yeah, so I like a lot of stuff. If it's USA made, that's my big sticking point. I'm a big USA made guy because that's just what fits me best. Not that I have anything against you if you don't, but that's just my personal preference. But I do have Chinese made hats. It's not like every single one of my hats is USA made, but I'd say 90% of them are. As you'll see by this mass of hats I have got here. There's a little sneak peek of what's going to be going on tonight. But yeah, I guess that's kind of all the intro you need about me. I mean, Instagram, I'm FittedGuy16. Some of you may be tuning in from there. Some of you guys might see this later from there. I think this is the first time people have seen my face. If you only know If you only know me by my Instagram, I don't show my face ever on there. For some reason, you guys want to see the hat, so you don't want to see my face. But yes, Swartz hat brought to you by China, designed by Canada. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. If you're here, if you're from Instagram, good to see you. Did I send you an OKC fitted? Not me. Are you talking to the other Brett? He didn't send me one. I don't. Maybe I haven't checked my mail at all, so I'd have to get on that. I don't know. I'll DM you after. But yeah, so we'll show off the Arizona themed hats. Oh, one more thing. I'm big into hat therapy, I guess. It's kind of been one of the things since I'm in college. I like to buy cheap hats and use college budget to kind of fix them back up. I kind of just got done with one tonight. Done. I still got some stuff to do, but the main part is done. This Gwinnett Braves I got off Macari, I think. It was like $8. It had some wrinkles in the buckram, and I fixed it up using my hat engineering, I guess. It's very simple. Not a I can't find recap, so I have my own little made-up way of my own recap, I guess. And this is kind of one of my favorite things to do, just hat therapy in general. Cleaning, reshaping, reforming, I guess. One of my favorite things. So you'll catch me a lot on Instagram posting about it. If you have any questions, shoot me a DM. I'd love to help you guys out. But yeah, that's one of my things. So anyway, we'll get into the hat section. It's an Arizona themed show because I'm from Arizona. So it's gonna go in order of my Fan Fest pickups from last year, some Hat Club customs, some regular D-backs hats, and then AZ Fall League. And I'll get into that stuff later too. Anyway, so we'll get into this Fan Fest. If anyone's ever been or heard of Fan Fest, last year was my first time going. Probably one of the best. Had the wrong IG. I was mistaken totally, I believe. Okay, no worries. But yeah, FanFest was one of the best, I guess, not experiences, but just best places to buy hats that I've ever been to that isn't actually a hat store. It was an awesome time. The D-backs had crazy discounts on their regular merchandise, and then they had, more intriguingly, they had a bunch of discounts on team issued stuff that usually sells for $40-50 at their stadium team authentic store was $10, and they call it basically a garage sale. So these were all the hats I picked up. Next year I'm going to grab some more. I'm definitely going to try to go every year from now on because it was crazy. So one big thing about why team issue is a big deal is because stuff you can buy at retail, stuff you buy from lids or Hat Club retail stores is usually can be imported, made in China if you will, made in Vietnam, whatever it may be. But team issued hats are except batting practice stuff, 99% of the time it's USA made. Special events, no matter what you can think of, most of the time USA made. So that comes in handy with these $10 grabs. Basically I paid $10 for hats that weren't ever sold, essentially. So we'll get into it. Start off with the old D-backs alternate, the sublimated one. They just recently got rid of this. I think it's turned back to clock now, technically, when they wore it this year. This is no longer in their current rotation, but I picked it up because it was $10. Don't remember who this is. There's a couple hats, obviously, they're team issued, USA made. They have the little MLB authenticity thing on there. It has a number inside. Don't remember whose this one was, but I have a couple hats where I did look them up, and I do remember them. But this is a pretty cool hat. I wasn't a fan of the sublimation at first. Still really not, but for $10 and a hat you usually can't get USA made, I said, why not? Just grab it. Funny story, I think I have more D-backs hats than Kansas City hats, so yeah. There might be some others I'm missing. I didn't get down my entire collection to look and see what I had D-backs wise. But this one right here, the reverse, this one I still wear all the time. Just a regular on-field. I think this is like considered their home hat now. This was Brandon Drury's. You see there, number 27. Got the authenticity thing on there, 27. Are you sure it's sublimated? No, it's not. But yeah, you guys can check it out. Black on the outside, red on the inside. Kind of tricky, not tricky, but interesting. The red one is red on the inside too, so no tricks there. Uh, but yeah, this is Brandon Drury's, currently in the Yankees organization. He just traded at the beginning of the season by the D-backs. So pretty cool. This one is also USA made, for those who care. I think Joe is referring them to the Musa children. I guess I'm a Musa child. This is a pretty cool one. This is a 2014 Turn Back the Clock, team issued. So the retail version of this had a big A, basically about, I want to say about that big. So about probably like half the time size, basically a little bit bigger. And then they actually used the wrong colors on this hat for the team issued one. I don't know if you guys can check that out. It's got gold on it. The D-backs were never that shade of gold. Had copper. So this is entirely a fail, basically, if you will. But cool nonetheless. Very awesome hat. Probably one of my favorites to wear when I go to D-backs games. I love this hat. It is a made in the USA poly. The retail ones are like acrylic or something like that. But pretty dope hat. These ice cream man hats, as they call them. I think they call them all white crown. It's more like a creamy color. I don't know if it comes up on that, but pretty awesome little deal right there. One of my favorites to wear. That teal and purple just pops. Now this one was one of my most hated 4th of Julys, but it was $10 and it was made in the USA, which all the retail ones weren't. It's team issued for sure, but there's no certification on it, so it was basically just an extra, and they sold it. Yeah, 2016 Stars and Stripes. I thought these things, still really do think these things are ugly, but for $10 and only USA made, only available through the team, I thought, why not? What up, Big Dave? How's it going? Nice of you to make it. Looking forward to your show tomorrow. But yeah, this actually gets a lot of wear from me because it actually fits really, really good. It's a really interesting hat. USA made, USA Batterman on the back. But very ugly, but I still wear it a lot for some reason. I don't know. It just fits so well. I'd wear it a lot. I find myself grabbing to it when it's just like everyday beater type situation. The next one is probably one of the favorite hats that people don't wear anymore, I guess. One of my favorite special events. Got the D-backs, I don't remember the year off the top of my head. I think it's 14 or 15. Memorial Day. This also is team issued. I don't know who to. I don't remember looking at it. But for some reason, check it out. New Era flag. Not for some reason. Some of these St. Patrick's Day had New Era flags. But that is pretty sick on the back. Little shamrock. This hat pops really, really. It's really cool looking in person. Got the red and the bright green. Really, really vibrant. I don't want to use big words, or bigger words. But a pretty sweet hat. I love wearing this one too. And this one was kind of just the $10 pickup. I like Memorial Days. I don't have very many of the 2015 ones, so I just kind of picked it up. The D-backs colorway kind of makes sense on this one too because the sand and the D logo. But yeah, this one's pretty clean. But yeah, that was my FanFest run. I actually picked up about 15 hats for other people at that FanFest, I think. I think I came away with something like 25 hats and a couple of jerseys for other people. I probably could help people out if you want help, but there's going to be a certain limit to it. I don't think I can walk around carrying 100 hats for a bunch of people, but we'll see. I'll see what I can do. I think, what was that? 6 hats? Yeah, 6 hats, $60. That's awesome. Alright, let's see what we got next. I guess I'll just kind of skip over the Hatco Customs, come back to them. We'll just go regular D-backs hats now. Stuff I've gotten just been passing at regular stores. I don't remember where I picked this up. Oh, it was Lidge Triple Stack, actually. Their new teal alternate. Probably one of my favorite hats in baseball right now. Just cool. It grew on me. At first, when I actually bought this, I didn't really like it too much, but this hat actually looks really good on field with their teal alternates. So, big fan of it. I'm actually looking to pick up a couple doubles of these at FanFest. So, need to wear this one. I catch myself not wearing it. So, this is also another one of their new alternates. This is basically their BP logo that they had. They put it on a regular on-field material. Sunday, I think they wear these. I actually deflagged it. I don't know if you can tell. That's another thing I do, is the flag used to be there. You kind of still see where it was, but now it's not. So what a pretty sweet hat. I love the snakehead logo. I wish they used it on more stuff, more hats. I guess they use it on their special event hats now, if I remember right. They used it on their Players Weekend last year. Another Memorial Day. This was actually, I think, my favorite year of Memorial Days. I love this woodland camo style digi with the Marine Corps MARP hat. I almost decided that I wanted to pick up all these. Like, I wanted to try to find all of them, but that's a big monetary commitment, and I didn't feel like doing it. So I'm still looking for a Royals one of these. If anyone wants to hook up a brother with a Royals one of these, but happy with my D-backs one. Then the classic purple D-backs. You know, it's not classic, not wool. It's the polyester turn-back clock version. They wore these so much that I think this could be considered an alternate. I don't know why they have it as a turn back the clock every year when they wear it pretty much every like home Thursday game. But someone to show off is that you can see the copper in this one and the gold comparison right there. Pretty big difference right there. That copper should have been around that logo basically. So yeah, that's just a long story of new era gonna new era. Here's another one, interesting one. Really, really weird hat. Sublimated alt, or home, I guess. Postseason from 2016. I actually got this at a Dick's Sporting Goods. And I don't know if anyone remembers when they had for on-fields, they had the big fat brim stickers on them. This one actually had one of those, and they stopped doing brim stickers in 2015, I think. And this hat came out in 2016. Yeah, 2016. So really weird. It's USA made at retail, so really odd hat. It's actually a 7 1/4, but fits really big. It almost fits like a regular 3/8, I'd say. But which is perfect for me. I just picked this one up because it was like $12. So I'm usually not a big fan of just buying postseason hats. If my team makes the playoffs, which they usually don't, I usually just grab the World Series hat. But then I end up regretting it because I actually want the postseason hat. Still looking for 2015 Royals postseason, I believe it is. And this is actually my first Diamondbacks hat. I got this visiting here for baseball, I think 6 years ago. Not 6, yeah, 4 years ago. 2014 All-Star, I think it's on-field. No patch. I got this at the stadium, actually. I actually really dug these style hats with the bell panel. One of my favorite All-Star one-off hats where they weren't just the patches anymore. I think this might be my favorite. This year's design was pretty cool. But yeah, these are pretty awesome. So that does it for my D-backs hats that are regular on-fields or from FanFest. I might have some more somewhere, but not going to get down the whole collection. I don't think there was any in there, but if there was in my extra bin, it wasn't something that was crazy. So anyway, we'll get into a couple other sports here. Not a big basketball fan, still not really, because of certain super teams. I just kind of find it boring when you think you pretty much know what team's going to be in the finals every year. So, but I have picked up a kind of rooting interest in the Suns. So I got a couple Suns Hat Club customs here. We got the 93 finals when Jordan beat them. I really like the Suns logo. Looks really solid on a hat. Got another one here, just black primary, basically. These are both from Hat Club. This one's got the alternate S logo. You literally have a lot of D-backs fan for being a Royals fan. Yeah, I think I have 30-something Royals hats, and I'd have to check on the D-backs hats, but I do have a lot for them not being my favorite team. I guess you could say they're my NL rooting interests. Usually, I went to the wild card game last year and rooted for them. No offense to my Rockies fans. But yeah, I don't know, I just kind of grew on them. I like their stadium. I like that I can go to the games for pretty cheap. So we'll start on some minor league stuff I think we got going on here. Then we'll kind of venture off. We'll jump right. So we got Tucson Roadrunners. Hint, hint. Tucson Sidewinders. Custom from Hat Club. I really dig gray crown caps. For some reason they just pop for me. I really dig them. The details on this one are pretty sweet. with that teal or turquoise inside the snake, and the rattle is pretty detailed. Uh, Probably one of the hats I find myself wearing a lot. Here's another classic, I'd say. This was one of the first ones from, I guess, I don't know what you want to call it, but the Hat Club drop era. What up, Big B? The Hat Club drop era, I guess you could say, when they started dropping hats every week, and it kind of was this big span of, you know, releases. This is a Phoenix Firebirds. This is one of the very first minor league retros they released in that period. Uh, they did a mono version, but I found their two-tone to be pretty sweet. Pretty classic logo. Giants old affiliate. I think it was AAA or single A. It's either one or the other. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, pretty awesome hat. Love old minor league affiliate stuff. Hint. Here's the hint where I dropped Tucson Roadrunners, another Hat Club custom for Phoenix. Yeah, Sidewinder's fitted. I've been meaning to grab more colorways of it. I still need to get a couple of those. Got the Roadrunners going on. Love the little AZ shoulder patch logo on the Roadrunner's chest. Pretty awesome embroidery detail right there. Nothing on the back, but that's fine for me. It doesn't really bother me. I wouldn't have minded that tag right there being on the back, but I'm not against blank backs. Another local hat, I guess you could say. Santan Brewing Company, local brewing company in Phoenix. That logo looks pretty sweet on the hat, kind of drew me to it, and the beer is pretty solid. So I think they still have some of these if anyone's interested. I know beer and hats are kind of a draw. People like to drink and stuff like that, and people like to wear a hat while they do it. So I think they still have these somewhere. I saw a couple of them last time I went. Let's see. I guess we'll keep going on the minor league train. We got the Arizona Fall League. I'm going to have more of these coming up, but since it's a Hat Club custom posted up here. In the Retro Coyotes colorway, pretty awesome design by Hat Club to design something that people wanted. I know a lot of people want Retro Coyote stuff. The team doesn't do a very good job of letting other people do it, but they kind of worked around it by just doing Arizona Fall League in that colorway because there's no approval needed when it's not their stuff, it's just their colorway. So pretty awesome deal right there. I wear this a lot to hockey when I go because it looks exactly like a Coyotes hat. But yeah, Glendale Desert Dogs. What up, JB? How's it going? It's tough, man. I don't blame anyone for not being here. We've got 9 viewers currently, which is pretty solid. I'm pretty happy about that. I know I have a lot of East Coasters staying up, so I appreciate it. The best way to do it, guys, set your notifications. I've had to do that myself, so I find myself I missed the first couple of shows, so I had to set the notifications. Here we got a pair of Arizona Fall League caps. Well, what an awesome bedtime show. Gotta love it. Chandler D-backs, they were very short-lived, but the captain, Derek Jeter, played for them. I found myself just liking the logo. Green unders, pretty close to how it's supposed to be done. Obviously not in wool, but in poly, which is awesome. I don't mind it not being wool. Nothing on the back like it would have been back then. But yeah, pretty awesome logo. I don't know if you can see the eye is actually embroidered. It's not just negative space. Let's see if you can get it in there. Yeah, pretty awesome. Same for this one. It's actually embroidered black in there, not just negative space. But yeah, green unders. I like green unders a lot on these retro hats. I don't know what it is. It just looks cool. I like when you put on a hat and then it gets, like, on the front, you can kind of see a little bit of green visor poking out. Pretty cool deal. The rest of those hats pretty much had gray visors. This is one of my beaters, little D-back snakehead logo, great crown. This hat's hiked up a couple mountains with me, so it needs a wash. I haven't gotten around to it, but pretty awesome little cap here, fits great. What else? Oh, right here. One of my more recent pickups, the D-backs side patch custom from Hat Club. I was going to pull all of these out. I have a lot of Arizona side patch hats. In fact, I have one sitting right here, the Rockies version. But I really did dug that Hat Club did traditional materials with these side patches because I dug the side patch. Wasn't a fan of Pro Light. Pretty awesome hat. Funny thing about this is another new era. Going to new era is it says it's acrylic and wool when it's not. It's definitely polyester. I don't know what's going on with that, but that's just new era. Going to be new era. You'll find that as you watch my show, um, you'll learn a lot of stuff that you don't need. A lot of extra stuff that I care about, which you probably don't. But hey, we just learn something new every day, right? Let's see. I got 2 more hats to show off. It's been a while since I've shown off a lot of hats. I was gone away playing summer baseball. I only had like 3 hats with me, so it's been nice to get back to my collection and be able to show off some stuff. My collection's not the biggest. Yeah, Brett rambles on about enough, and then says yes, exactly. Like I was gonna make a joke, but I'm not that quick with it. Arizona Fall League. Glendale Desert Dogs again, one of the better logos in the league. On field from like 2015, I want to say. Got the patch there. Got the black MLB Letterman. Pretty nice little hat. It does need some reshaping work. It's got some wavy crown action going on. And then here's one from a long time ago. I'm not sure what year this is from. It's from pre-2012. Peoria Javelinas. Got this at a discount. Kind of like an impulse buy. It became a beater. But it's actually, not a really big fan of this logo. Not one of the better ones in the league, in my opinion. But it's still a nice hat. Still something different. But yeah, here's a lot of nonsense for you. Box size tag, which means it was from before or during, probably before 2012. And because polyester, it was after 2007. And there's a couple other tags that you could date stuff with. I can get into that later on other shows. I don't have all the different tags with me, sitting here with me. But yeah, box size tag means before 2012. And then there's some other variances that can nail down the years for you. But for those who don't know, these box size tag hats fit smaller. So it's a 3/8, but I'm like a quarter, small 3/8. So this fits me just perfectly. Nothing on the back. New Era flag. John, I missed your comment. I don't know. There you go. There you go. Hat Club needs to make the Tempe rafters from... Oh yeah, the teal with the white waves. I had heard that was tried, but something happened with that. Vintage version. Yeah, I think that was tried. Something happened where it couldn't get through. It didn't make it through rights or something like that. I don't know how that works. I think when the team's logos die down, someone individual owns them, which is weird for the Arizona Fall League. You'd think that the Fall League just owns Fall League logos. I do know that they were just allowed to make Fall League hats again, so that's why we saw the custom logos come out. And I forgot a hat. I do have a Sabras Saguaros hat that I totally forgot in Royals colorway. You guys probably know the one I'm talking about. But yeah, so I don't know about... I would love to see that one too. That's actually one of the ones I've been wanting to see happen. Hopefully they do it this fall. But back to the Fall League hats. That's been one of the things I've been known to help people out with. I don't know if anyone's ever seen on my Instagram, is pick up Fall League on fields for people. I think last year I picked up a total of like 25 over the course of the season. So yeah, if you're ever out, wanting an Arizona Fall League hat and you see one you like, let me know. I definitely can try to help you out with what you're looking for, or lead you in the right direction at least. I don't know if Hat Club's plan on carrying the on-fields, but at least you can get their logos with some of their customs they've put out. I think a lot of them are on clearance right now, because it's kind of out of season for that. But the Fall League season starts in October. I think like the second week of October, something like that. It goes through the first week of November, I want to say. It's a very short season. I think it's only like 20-something games or 30-something games. But pretty cool little deal. Top prospects come out. I think there's only 6 or 7 teams. 6 or 8, I mean. Basically, they split up the teams into different affiliations, so they're affiliated with teams for that season. There's not really long-lasting ones. They usually change very short, they're very short-term affiliations for the most part. But I think the Scorpions have been pretty same teams for the most part. Angels and Nationals being one of them, because of the obvious time when Harper and Trout played for him at the same time. But yeah, so Arizona Foley Cats, hit me up on Instagram or wherever you can find me. I can definitely help you out with them or lead you in the right direction. But yeah, pretty quick show tonight. Usually try to hit the 45-minute hour mark. Thanks, Anthony. Glad you can make it. Usually try to hit the 45-minute hour mark, but tonight we're about 30 minutes. Not of stuff to show and talk about. But yeah, as you go along, you guys will see that TFTV is very diverse. There's something for everyone in this Team Fitted TV thing we got running. We obviously got me. I'm the nonsense guy, but JB does a lot of the on-field stuff. That's why I don't want to say I'm the TFTV on-field guy, because I'm definitely not. He has more minor league and more Colorado Rockies and on-field stuff than I do. Without a doubt. He has more knowledge on some of the hats that I obviously can't pick up and tell you about. And then Wednesday, Joe's is awesome entertainment for everybody. Love watching his show. Forgot about Monday. Monday, got the locker room with D-Lock. He does a lot of jersey and hat talk. I think last week he was talking about some of the football season stuff coming up. I have to get back and watch that one. That one's in Team Fitted. He should be jumping on here. I'm the back in my day guy. Yeah, but it's awesome to see the history that has gone past. Not gone past, but see the history through your collection, if you will. You have a lot of old minor league stuff that people have never seen before. You have a lot of stuff that's current people haven't seen before. But yeah, then you have me on Thursday. I'm the resident non-important info person. But I love coming on here and showing it off. I'll be attempting to show on Monday if I'm not still working nights. Yeah. So I think we're going to do all of our shows on here. We're still trying to work on getting our old shows to come on here, but we don't know how that... There's not really a cut and paste or a carbon copy way to do it. So we'll figure it out. We'll get it nailed down if it's a yes or no, if it's going to happen. And then Fridays, we have the flagship with Big Dave. Big Dave's the OG. He started, I would say that he was one of the founders of TFTV before it was a thing. I remember watching his shows and being excited to watch his shows whenever he came on. Because we all know that if we're not buying fitteds, we want to see something about buying fitteds. That's kind of why I love watching these shows, is because I can't buy all the time. So I basically can feel my happiness of buying through other people. Probably doesn't sound very good, but that's what I do. And then Sundays, we got Fitted Era with Brett Johnson. So we got two Bretts on TFTV. But his show is a lot of updated, up-to-date news and stuff like that. I usually tend to throw out new releases. I didn't look up new releases for the show. I think Hat Club's doing some stuff tomorrow, as they usually do. But usually I try to throw up minor league new releases, MLB on-field new releases, Hat Club releases, and talk about them. And then lids too, whenever they throw up a big capsule, I like to talk about. And then I like to talk about current events every once in a while. So you guys will kind of catch on to the theme. We've been doing this for, I can't believe it's been 5 months. I think this is actually my 16th or 15th show. I've kind of missed a lot. I've been one of the more, inconsistent of the showers. But hopefully now with me back in Arizona, that'll change. So thank you for hopping on and watching this 35 minutes of Arizona. So tune in tomorrow. Hat Club is releasing that bootleg Moonwalker cap. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate how that all went down. I don't know the story behind it. I don't think it was a direct knockoff, but it's kind of, close coincidence, if you will. I don't think, it's too close to be a coincidence, I'd say, but I don't think it's a direct knockoff. Definitely support your local hat hustlers. So check out the Moonwalker 2 coming from Big Dave. He'll probably talk about that tomorrow. It's his intro show, so I'll let him get into that. But thanks for tuning in, everybody. Tune in to Big Dave tomorrow. Time to be determined. We'll try to work on the notification of time thing, because I know we haven't been able to put it out here, but I was trying to figure out how to put out a post about what time I was going to go live. we'll get that nailed down. So thank you everyone, and have a great night. And remember, let's bring the world together.